missed opportunities. See if they go back to Wanamaker here. Robinson looking his way, doesn't see the pressure, gets hit as he throws. Wide open in the end zone, Caleb Wanamaker. Corey Robinson staying in the pocket as it collapsed. A 32-yard touchdown for the Spartans. Rogers already has one fourth down stop. It was inside the 15, 4th and 5 from the 29. Chismar dropping back, looking downfield, has him in there, and it's caught for the score. What a grab in the end zone for the first score of the game. Time on Gray, high pointing the ball, going down the chimney for the score. Final 12 minutes in regulation, 19-13. Rogers trying to get back in it. Russell looking long, and it's caught at the 20-yard line. And a Rogers touchdown complete to Sanjay Gibson, tying this game at 19 apiece. There were two defenders there, but the speed of Sanjay Gibson proves to be the difference maker. As we are set to kick off the second half in this ball game, 7-0 our score. Woodward again going to be aggressive. They get a bounce. They pick up the onside kick. Third week in a row, the Woodward Polar Bears have recovered an onside kick. 2nd and 20. Justin Johnson, the receiver on the near side. DeAndre Cartledge, the deep ball threat. Hornbeak dropping back. Throwing dart. This is intercepted by Dominic Arnold. He will take this to the crib. A pick 6. Week 10 brings us to Holland, Ohio, as a NLL title on the line, as well as playoff implications here in the blue and white game between the Springfield Blue Devils and the Anthony Wayne Generals. Welcome out to Holland, Ohio. Tim Clagg alongside John Gibson here. And first things first, Week 10 means the league title on the line tonight. Anthony Wayne, they control their own destiny. A win, they will win it outright. If they lose tonight, it could set up for a 3-way tie between Springfield, Anthony Wayne, and if Perrysburg takes care of business.
But this is why they play the games.
And to quote the late Denny Green, they are who we thought they were. Anthony Wayne, 2,500 rushing yards on the ground, 38 rushing touchdowns. They have been unstoppable this season on the ground. Stellar defense that's only giving up 3.4 points per game. You mentioned 6 straight shutouts. The senior defensive tackle, Nolan Barber, he's committed to play at the next level for Navy. He has 7.5 sacks. He is a monster and makes quarterbacks' night an absolute nightmare.
He's a wrecking ball.
Anthony Wayne trying to outright win the title. Springfield trying to earn a share and earn a playoff berth. A Week 10 matchup coming up next right here on BCSN. Last year, very first play of the game, flea flicker pass back to Trevor Wensick. Downfield, he finds a wide open Daniel Kuhn for the score.
A little trickeration to start the game, reverse, flea flicker, and all alone. We'll see what happens here tonight.
Coach Andrew Skills, he's not afraid to try to take early shots, especially with this team. We have a lot of returning players, especially at the skills position. Trevor Wensick, a 4-year starter here. 2 tremendous receivers in Solomon Sandoval and Daniel Kuhn.
Yeah, and they've been together since their freshman year and kind of took some lumps and some growing pains and whatnot going forward. So, you know, they've taken those lumps, and here they are as seniors and having some success this year.
0-10 as a freshman group. Didn't know if they were going to have a season 2 years ago. They didn't know if they were going to have a season this year with COVID-19. Wensick will lob it up in the air. They try. That's a live football. And luckily, it gets out of bounds. We talked about it, Coach Skills. We love the aggressive play, but right there, as Kuhn tried to lateral it back to Sandoval.
The old hook and lateral, and boy, I tell you what, if he's able to put that into his hands, Sandoval might still be running a little pitch awry there. So, wow, we're just pulling everything out of his hat.
That you mentioned. The hook and ladder kind of reminds me of Varsity Blues with old Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
2nd and 12 for the Eagles, who have scored more than 40 points in every game this season. Here's a tight spiral deep in and through the hands of Solomon Sandoval, who could have cruised his way in for the score.
Boy, what a great ball by Wenzik. Puts this one right on the money, in stride. I think he saw the end zone in his future. Didn't see it in his hands.
Intended target there. Solomon Sandoval on the defensive end was Caleb Holsopple. There you see tonight's starters presented by Burger King. We already talked about Trevor Wenzik, the 4-year start. Daniel Kuhn, Solomon Sandoval. A lot of experience here on the offensive line. Dawson Cavazos, big number 65 left guard, 262 pounds to lead that offensive line. Here we go, 3rd and 12 in this first drive. Trying to pass outside to the flats. Would have been able maybe to get that left foot down, but unfortunately, Kuhn not able to corral the football.
Yeah, one of the things you see here with the shortened field, you know, the width being only 40 yards, foot on the tape. So you kind of see the ripple in the tape. It makes it easy on those officials not having to worry about and see if those toes are in.
You mentioned the width. Normally a 53-foot field, only a 40-foot field here, width wide here in 8-man. Offense staying on the field here for Coach Andrew Skills. 4th and 12. Wenzik gonna take a shot. He completes it this time. Walking the tightrope downfield inside the 5 is Daniel Kuhn.
Boy, another great pass right on the money by Wenzik. And as you said, a little tightrope action, able to keep the feet in bounds. Great play.
I believe they called him out of bounds. Just shy. Let's look right here.
I think he touched it. I think he just barely got that yellow stripe right there.
Right at the 8-yard line. Not much room on the sidelines, but placed perfectly in Daniel Kuhn's hands. Kuhn's numbers this season: 45 catches, 9 receptions per a game this season. Sandoval, the motion man. Read option for Wenzik. He's dropped just 1 yard from the line of scrimmage.
Gains about a yard on the play.
As we take a look at the defense for the Striker Panthers here. Very opportunistic group. Levi Barnum leads the defensive line with 4.5 sacks this season. And the ball hawk in the secondary, Caleb Holsopple, 2 interceptions. He actually had one in the first meeting back on September 11th.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to have that. The coach's son, probably the coach on the field and knows what's expected, get himself in the right spot, right time.
2nd and goal from the 7. Empty backfield. Wenzik tosses outside, sidestepping a defender. Sandoval in from 7 yards out. His 11th receiving touchdown on the season.
Nice job by Sandoval avoiding the tackle there. You know, they looked like he might have been stopped a little short of the goal line, but sidesteps the tackle and finds himself into pay dirt.
How crucial, Terry, was that 4th and 12, that beautiful ball downfield after a couple drop passes.
Yeah, and that's truly key. No, Wenzik had done a great job of putting the ball on the money there, but saw that one in, moves the chains, gets them down inside scoring position. Now they're going to go for 2.
Sandoval, the motion man on the near side. Wenzik going back to his left, that little stutter step hesitation move, freezing the defender. Wenzik in for the 2-point conversion. They converted on 4th and 12. The deep ball downfield to Daniel Kuhn inside the 10. And then the receiving touchdown to Solomon Sandoval caps off the opening drive. TC in front, 8-0.